started smoking when I was 12 or 13 years old, right? I'm 30 years of age right now. You know how long that is? You know how long that is? That's at least 18 years of chain smoking J's. Imagine where I'm gonna be 15 more years from now, 18 more years from now if I'm not smoking weed. What's up, YouTube, man? Welcome back to the channel. If you new here, let me welcome you to the journey. So, if y'all been keeping up with me on my journey, y'all will know that I've attempted to stop smoking weed 3 times already, right? That's what I want to address in this video. I'm on my 3rd attempt. I first started in 2024. I did amazing. I lasted 2 months. 2 months sober. That's the most sober I had ever been in my life, because I started smoking when I was 12 or 13 years old, right? I'm 30 years of age right now. You know how long that is? You know how long that is? That's at least 18 years of chain smoking J's. When you start smoking at a young age like that, people be so in denial about this, but your brain is still developing. And what weed does, it alters your brain chemistry. So when you're growing up, there are certain stages of your life where you start to build like your qualities. You feel what I'm saying? Like you start to build your motivation. You start to build your way of thinking and how you problem solve, how you handle shit, like how you maneuver in the world, and like pretty much building your identity. That's still being built and structured when you're a certain age, when you're young like that. You feel me? And when you start to smoke weed, it alters that. It's like whatever you was gonna be, whatever God had destined for you, originally ordained for you, you're not on that. Oh, is that a cut? Oh no. Anyway, yeah, whatever God had ordained for you, it starts to become altered. You know, you turn into a different person. And like I said, people be so in denial about this sometimes, but I know it's true. I know it is. Because the person that I was when I was a kid, I lost that. I lost that identity. And I became consumed with distractions. Weed being number one. I put weed before everything. I gotta smoke before everything. Before I do anything, I gotta smoke. You feel what I'm saying? And it could make or break you. And it could really change things for the worse if you let it. Especially if you're smoking every single day, right? So when I took 2 months off of weed, that was the most sober I ever been. The most sober I'd ever been in my life. Well, not in my life, but the most sober I have ever been since I first started. So that was the first stage. That was the first attempt, right? And then just recently, a couple of months ago, we're gonna say a couple of months ago, because I think I made a video about it. My second attempt to stop smoking weed, that was very, very short-lived, y'all. I think I said in the video, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try this again, and I'm gonna try to give y'all weekly updates. You feel what I'm saying? So like every 7 days, I'm gonna check in and let y'all know how it's going. Y'all ain't never see me again after that. It was terrible, y'all. That was a hard one, right? That was a hard attempt. It was very difficult because I was going through a very hard transition, a very difficult transition. And so I picked it back up. But now, this time, I'm dead serious, y'all. And y'all might be like, you said that twice already. Nigga, get out of here, fool. Just go ahead, roll up. Just go ahead, roll up. But no. Even hearing that, even thinking about rolling up, it disappoints me. Like, I get a certain feeling now when I think about weed, and I'm so serious right now. I'm so dead ass right now. I could never, like, I'm so dead ass right now. It don't make no sense. So what I'm thinking is, right, I say 15 years I've been smoking, but it's really been 18 years for real. Now, I say, okay, given what I told y'all in the beginning about how it alters your brain chemistry and how it kind of changes the trajectory of your life, I say, okay, you let yourself smoke weed for 15 years, it's 18, so let me be real. You let yourself smoke for 18 years straight without even giving yourself an actual chance, like, to see what life could be like if you just stop smoking weed. But now, you grown. You a grown ass woman. You 30 years of age. Are you really going to keep let little shit like that hold you back? Are you really going to keep letting distractions hold you back? You've come so far. Look where you are in your journey. You let everything else go. Let the weed go too and just see how it's going to change your life. Now, on my first attempt, that 2-month run, it was great, y'all. I was so consistent with my content. I was actually doing really well, and I thought that I was doing good at my job too, but it actually put me in alignment. It actually put me in alignment to leave the job because the job was out of alignment with me. So when I stop smoking, it actually brings me closer to my purpose. It actually brings me closer to my truth, closer to God. You know, it's like fasting. They talk about fasting in the Bible and how it's definitely required for you to actually tap into the spirit, you know? And so I'm like, yo, imagine the type of person I can be if I stop smoking for the same amount of time that I was smoking, right? So like, I'm making a promise to myself. This month makes me 1 month free, 1 month sober from weed. I stopped smoking. My current attempt right now, the last day I smoked was in May 30th, 2026. May 31st was my first day sober. I did the whole June sober, so that's 1 whole month. We in July now. And so this is the start of a whole new chapter for me, y'all. Like, I've never felt better. Like, y'all, I actually feel like I'm more closer to my childhood self than I ever been. And not just because I stopped smoking weed, but it has a big part of it. It plays a big role in where I am today. But the freedom journey in itself really helped me evolve and come into my truth. So I've let go so many things, y'all. I let go of that toxic job. I let go of that toxic relationship, right? I left that apartment that was draining. I left being overconsumed with the bills, right? So I walked away from everything that was holding me back. And weed is that last little piece that I just gotta kick to the curb. And I'm doing good, y'all. So, like I said, if I could dedicate 18 years to smoking the weed and thinking that was helping me cope with life and helping me, whatever, be cool or helping me fit in or whatever it was, right? Whatever the case may be, I'm over that now. I'm all for myself. I'm fully trusting and believing in me and what I'm capable of with a clean, clear, sober mind. Like, look at me, y'all. Look at me. Like, y'all can't tell that I'm 30 years of age, right? Imagine where I'm gonna be 15 more years from now, 18 more years from now if I'm not smoking weed. Like, I wanna be a CEO, well, I am a CEO. Like, I'm a businesswoman, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a boss. And when you look at some of the most richest people in the world, their core is God, sobriety, fitness. That's like 3 things that they all have in common. And those 3 things allow them to go super hard every day. Like, it allows them to put the energy that's necessary into their business, into their family, their relationships, into every aspect of their life. Because they have faith in God, they have a clear, sober mind, and they work out, they take care of their health. And so, you feel me? I've been put in alignment. I've been put straight in alignment, you know. All praise to the Most High for making this all possible for me. And yeah, so this is pretty much my promise to myself and a monthly update or update on where I'm at right now in my sobriety. So yeah, this is gonna be so interesting, and it's to the point where it's gonna get to the point where I stop counting. You feel me? It's like it's just gonna be a way of life. At this, it's not even gonna be a test or an experiment. It's gonna be a way of life. So, like I said, the vow to myself is that I'm gonna be sober for the same amount of time that I smoked, because the person that I was from age 12 to age 30. That's that person. That's the past version of me. I'm ready to create the new version of me from age 30 to 48. And you know, most successful people don't really reach their prime, like their prime success. That height where they making the most money, that height where they come up with that great business idea, that height where, you feel what I'm saying? Things change for them and they really like at the level that they thought they'd be at or better. That usually happens around the 40s, the 50s, you feel what I'm saying? The 30-year run, listen, life don't start until you're 30, you feel me? Life don't really start till you're 30. Any age other than that, you still learning lessons. But when you turn 30, it's like, all right, nigga, what you gonna do with everything you learned? What you gonna do? Who you gonna be? You feel me? It's no more excuses. Ain't no, I'm still young, and nah, man, fuck all that. Who you gonna be? Who you gonna be for you, for your future self? You feel what I'm saying? So, oh man, without too much rambling, y'all, I'm not trying to, of course, encourage nobody to stop smoking. I'm just sharing my experience and sharing how this is changing my life. Like, this is really changing my life, y'all. And so, I just want to thank y'all so much. You feel me? For following me along my journey and supporting me along the way. I thank y'all so much. I thank y'all so much. And, you know, if you made it to this part of the video, y'all don't know how much this means to me, because I'm actually following my dreams and doing what I always wanted to do, which is be in front of the camera and make a change and be an inspiration to people, like, and just show people that you can be and do whatever you want to be and do, as long as you set your mind to it, as long as you believe in yourself and you have faith that God gonna get you through whatever. God is amazing. God is good. You just got to acknowledge that. Dang, if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be right here right now. I probably wouldn't have came this far. Like, you know, God, I'm sure, got you out of some tough situations. Be grateful. Acknowledge that. And God got nothing but blessings for you at the other end. You feel what I'm saying? So, again, if y'all made it all the way to the end of this video, I just want to say thank you so much for staying tapped in, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.